Hello, and welcome to the Playpixel channel. My name is Jacob, and this is AI the Somnium Files. Last time we left off, we decided to go back and trust Iris because the story got locked up to us. So let's begin this. Uta and Mizuki were both in the diner.
Why is it lost? It's not impossible.
Uta spoke softly to himself, looking deep Uta spoke softly to himself, looking deep thought. Menus written on the wall on a Saku paper. There.
Hey, Tessa, can you stack up those beer cases and stand on top?
Why?
Then I can get on the floor and,
Up it, Uta.
He can't be serious.
There. Table. Still. Nothing but the window.
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
Well-rested Mayumi juice.
Disposable chopstick. None of us can figure out what the sauce is. There's a menu on the table.
Kuroda Kazuaki's liver with anchovy stir-fry.
There's a menu on the table. The bookshelf, it's got the stickers on the side of it. Lucky cat statue.
meow.
What are you doing?
Oh, you don't know?
It's good luck to imitate a cat in front of one of these. Oh, I see.
Lucky cat statue. We're not going to do it, Mizuki. An old CRT television.
Hey, Date, I've got this video of a girl in a white shirt under a waterfall. Wanna watch?
Why do you have all these videos?
Absolutely
Uta?
not.
I mean, I know why, but why you ask him Dante if he wanna watch them all? Nothing is playing on the CRTV. The beer ad on the wall.
Hey, Date, do you want this poster?
No, not really.
You know, if you rub the swimsuit with a coin, you can scrape it off.
That's a reference.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll throw it away for you.
It's a reference to the second 999 game, I believe. Beer and I don't. Maybe it's in the first game. I don't fully remember. Round chair.
Is that chair comfortable, Tessa? If it's not, you can sit on my back.
What? Oh, like you're sitting
This man will stop
is
at
chair.
nothing.
Wait. The round chair.
I have Masanori's autograph too, from Shinsen Chatran.
Masanori was here?
I don't know who that
He
is.
knows about this place?
It was from a long time ago.
Some celebrities' signatures. The bucket.
You guys want to put some water in that bucket and swing it around?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Tessa, please not in the store.
Why not? Bucket. It's a mop. Uta looks serious. We can see the kitchen area past the counter. The counter. Mizuki. The
Do you
kitchen.
need to sit down, Mizuki?
Do you want me to crush your tailbone so you'll never be able to sit down again, Date?
surprisingly tame. A cordless phone. He's trembling. Family photo. A swinging door. Small sitting cushion. Low table. It says good luck. It's in November, but the calendar says January. Looking closer at it, even the year is wrong. It's old. It's a clock.
What has 2 arms and a face but no eyes?
Buddha.
What the?
Like the Buddha.
Yeah,
He doesn't have eyes?
its eyes are closed.
Have you seen his eyes?
But he's not blind.
Even if he was, he could have eyes.
No,
still.
of course not. He sees all.
The girl says stopped her.
She's out right now. I'm not sure where. Shopping, maybe. I've heard of them. Nizitlos, or Nize, is a satanic secret society. Like a cult.
Ooh.
They sacrifice children. While the sacrifice is up all night screaming, the cult performs ritual acts. Their ranks are full of politicians, intellectuals, and business tycoons. They've only been active for a few decades, but some say that they've grown to be the largest secret society in the world. An organization so big that it absorbed the Freemasons and the Illuminati.
Right.
Well, Ota...
Date, can I...
But yesterday I walked over to the corner of the room. I quietly stood up and followed.
Look, I was gonna let you have it, but under the circumstances. Date, can I...
What are you talking about?
Mizuki, of course. You've been neglecting her. Don't you think she's at her limit?
Well, sure.
Mizuki
but
stayed at one of the mermaids' houses last night. She was twisting and turning all night. They had to sleep in the same bed so she'd calm down.
What am I actually supposed
She
to
called
do
me this
about
morning
that?
so I could pick
I'm
her
on
up.
the case trying to find
Normally
her,
she'd be in school, but
the parents,
Mizuki had the day off
her
for mourning. I thought that she shouldn't be
Her mother's
alone.
murderer.
Why don't you try being nicer to Mizuki? I know she doesn't show it, but she's really hurting. She needs you, Date. She just doesn't want to trouble you.
I'm trying
She's
to
a
find her
remarkable,
father.
brave young girl. You should try to understand how she feels.
Yes, I do understand, but in this case I'm sorta tied up. I'm with Dante on this, Ryan. Even though he seems to feel bad about it, which is understandable, but he got quite
If
a
you're
lot of shit
asking
on
me-
his plate.
He's involved in all this, isn't he? Is he the culprit? Did he really kill Mom? Well, I guess it's understandable that he'd be a suspect. After Mom got killed, he didn't even call. He called me out to Bloom Park for some reason. I thought it was suspicious. But I pretended not to notice. I didn't want to acknowledge it. I wanted to believe in Daddy. Who is Iris to me? A friend? A big sister? And I kinda envy her. No, stop it! It's true though. I look up to you a lot, Iris.
Tessa is my hopes and dreams, my peace and my life. My light, my star, my sun, my goddess. She's like the laws of the universe itself, the embodiment of beauty. An angel, a lover, a cute mascot to put on a body pillow, a guru, a wife, a soulmate, life itself. She's the object of my total devotion and worship.
You're the
Snuck
sim.
lover and wife in there.
I would ignore it.
And like I told you
You
before,
also put in
I'm
the
Tessa's thrall.
comment about the body
If she
pillow.
calls for me, I'll be there.
Thanks, Ota. That makes me happy.
I think probably something you should add on to the end of that.
Iris, you look cold. You okay?
Yeah, fine. I just get cold easily.
The room is 74 degrees Fahrenheit at 62% humidity. Not conditions often considered cold.
Well, yes, it's Artuner, isn't it?
Mizuki is like a cute little sister. And my favorite friend. I like her a lot. How much? About 3 universes worth. But just 3 universes? What
Aren't that
about
enough?
271,828,182,845 universes? Well, I like you double that. Hey,
That is
no fair.
specific number. That's probably referencing something.
Ota's like my big brother. He's a hero who will help me out of any jam. He's really important to me. I like
Maybe
him a lot.
older than you, but
How much?
I'd recognize him more as
3
a
Earths
little
worth.
brother.
What is this indescribable feeling of loss? I mean, 3 Earths is pretty big, but
Nice, nice.
Alright.
But even though their membership is huge, no one knows who their leaders are. Like,
Well,
you've heard of the
aren't they-
Rockefellers and the Rothschilds, right?
The
But for
points.
Nyes, there's nothing. No one knows who's running the cult. My guess is that
The
they're being
same
led
thing
by
for
a group
the
of super geniuses.
Illuminati, isn't it? So that
Ota
shouldn't
doesn't
really
know
be a
about the
thing.
watching system or its connections to Nyes.
It's a secret society.
Iris found out
No
just
one
why
is
they're
supposed
after
to
her.
know who's in it or
Pieces fit.
who's running
If
it,
you believe
especially.
everything she said.
That just makes sense.
Alright, Iris, let's get going.
You got it.
Date, if something happens to Tessa, let me know, okay? I'll come help right away.
Me too. I'll save you no matter what, Iris.
I believe
you both.
Mizuki more than Ota
Promise me.
I promise.
in that regards. Oh.
There's no one in the garden.
So must be inside.
Wait, I have detected a living organism in the garden. You should look around.
Well, he got the cap in the pond and... oh. You got the kappa and the merman in the pond, so those two could be the 3. There's... and... yeah, that's...
No one is inside.
No one is inside them. The garden stone, where the life signal coming from. a giant green blob if for consent they right. Oh, never mind. That's a plant. It's a plant, not a blob.
It's a garden lantern. I said garden lantern, not hardened lanyard.
I'm aware of that.
There's a garden lantern. Oh. Hi there. Iris is looking around. Something somewhat funny. An island.
Small island is Kojima in Japanese.
Alright.
The director Kojima? He's here?
No,
It honestly wouldn't be that weird for him. But he's not there.
I can't disagree. I don't think he probably would be on that island. He was in this game, so it's a small island in the pond, but it's not Kojima. Small island and there's an arch-shaped stone bridge over the
Is that
pond.
Mr. Bridges?
Who?
I don't know. There's not one on the bridge. A pond. A word is around. Oh really? A comment about the kappa or the merman? There's a veranda look rest area. A veranda looking rest area.
That's so. Next to him is... Hitomi?
It looks that way.
Why? What's Hitomi doing with So?
Date? What's wrong?
Iris hadn't noticed them yet. Hasn't noticed. I decided to ask her about them.
You said you don't know So Tsujima, right?
Right, I don't.
What about your mom? Does she know So?
I don't know. I don't think she does.
Do you ever talk politics at home? Anything like that?
Not particularly. Why are you asking me this?
It was at that moment. The bodyguard I did. Two bodyguards dressed in black came running out of the mansion. They had panicked looks on their faces.
We told you you can't come in here!
Well, I'm already in here, so what are
You
you
can't
going
do what
to
you want
about
just
it?
because you're a cop.
You're trespassing. That's a crime, you know.
Get lost.
Which one of you is A and which one of you is B? If they call HQ, we would get arrested for sure. If they call HQ, we... What? Did I go back somehow? And what would happen to wait. Oh no, wait, right. No use pushing it. Who would protect her? Next is a huge organization. They have people everywhere. I can't risk being caught, then I wouldn't be able to save Iris.
Fine. Let's go, Iris.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to talk to the guards. What a disappointment. I took Iris to Bloom Park. I took my time checking every inch of the merry-go-round.
There's nothing here.
Guess not.
Why did Renju come here Friday night? Was it to place Shoku's body here? Or did he have another reason? Renju is my friend. I want to believe him, but I don't have long. I can't keep defending him. Where is he? What is he doing? Even though I've fought it over 1,000 times, my head is heavy with it. Iris suddenly snapped me out of it.
Want a race, Dante?
Race?
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. You want to challenge me?
Well, sure.
Yeah, you said
let's do
that
it.
you were really fast.
We'll start here and end here.
So, we race around the merry-go-round?
Right. Line up next to me.
Before I even had a chance to reply, Iris got set. I guess I have no choice. I lined up next to Iris.
Okay, here we go.
Is it going to be a button mashing event?
Ready? Set. Go!
No. I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought I must be dreaming. The second after the race had started, I was already 2 paces behind her. I couldn't close the gap. I watched her back get smaller and smaller.
See? Told you. Iris is the messenger of the gods.
You've earned your namesake. Do you know a lot about mythology?
Huh?
You said that Iris is a goddess in Greek mythology. And 3 days ago, you were talking about Egyptian mythology.
Horus is the Egyptian god of the sky and sun. The right eye is the eye of Ra, and that's the sun. The left eye is the eye of Wadjet, and that one is the moon.
That's what Iris told me 3 days ago. Horus left eye is the eye of Wadjet. Does that have any relation with the Wadjet system?
Oh, mythology? I actually don't know that much. Uncle taught me everything. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone all the time.
He seems to have
I
talked
used
a
to
lot
call him
about
Uncle.
one specific area, being ice.
Oh yeah, didn't he
And,
come up
your
with
name.
ASEC too?
Yeah, that's right.
The 2 areas, I
That
guess.
name is rooted in Egyptian mythology too.
Friday I found Mizuki inside the central column. A merry-go-round horse. The roof of the merry-go-round. There's a hole in it now from all the years of the weathering. There's a fence around the merry-go-round. The merry-go-round horse skewered upside down. It looks pathetic. Alright. The holographic caution tape. There's a district building in the distance. A parasol. It's a bench. Autumn sky is red south. Iris is sitting to my side.
I told you yesterday, I love moving around. And I especially love dancing. But about 3 months ago, Mr. Ogira told me something. He said that I can't dance.
Why?
I don't know. He said something about being over-reliant on dancing and neglecting my singing. You should stop dancing for now and practice singing.
But during your live stream...
She was dancing.
Because I was sad. After I stopped dancing, I lost so many fans. They said terrible things to me, like that I'm worthless if I can't dance. All I have is dancing. Just dancing.
I understand what Rinju is saying. You shouldn't just put one aspect away for another. Round out your talents, but yeah, the internet is like that. If you move from one thing that everyone have come to enjoy you doing, then try to do something else. Obviously this is a different thing. You don't want to change, but it's a thing. Yeah.
Horse's mom is named Isis, but in ancient Egyptian, it's pronounced closer to Iset or Aset. How do I explain this? Horus's father's name is Osiris, and his mom's name is Isis. So Osiris is Isis's husband. Osiris was assassinated by his brother Set. After Set killed Osiris, he tore his body to pieces and threw it into the river. Isis was devastated. I can't believe I'm a widow at my age. But she didn't let it break her, because she had the power of life and death. All right, fine. If that's how it's gonna be, I'll just revive my husband. With a group of her friends, she gathered up Osiris's body and started the resurrection ritual. Live! Shkur! And so, Osiris was revived! Well, technically he wasn't all there, so he wasn't in one piece. But anyway, Isis was the goddess of life, death, and fertility. She was worshipped by all the land.
Right, and that's what the Ankh represents. This last member. Yeah, I think in the story they replace it as well with something else. It's sort of funny that a symbol that looks fairly close. That's usually people represented somewhat feminine would represent that part of a male. If it's accurate, I think it was supposed to represent that.
I think I get the picture. But what does that have to do with your own name?
There's a theory that the Greek goddess Iris is really based on the Egyptian goddess Isis.
So Isis and Iris are connected.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And Isis sounded like Aset in ancient Egyptian.
A lot of
Which is where your stage name comes from.
gods and
That's
goddesses
But
were
remember, I didn't
based
come
on
up with
each
the
other
name.
Her uncle.
To get people from other religions to move over to your religion. That's one of the things the Greeks are well known for. Taking other people's religious symbols and gods and repurposing them into their own, giving them new names slightly, small differences, and saying, yeah, this is the real version. What you have been worshipping is almost the same, but it's not really the real one.
Horus's arch enemy was Set, his uncle.
His uncle.
I told you earlier. Horus's father was Osiris, who was assassinated by his younger brother Set.
Right, I see.
Not only was he killed, he was shredded to pieces. So obviously Horus was pissed. Drats! I'll never forgive you, Uncle Set. On the other hand, Set didn't like having Horus around. Ugh, he's so annoying. Osiris said that I was supposed to be king. But now everyone's like, oh, Horus should be king. Are these idiots serious? Horus would be an awful king. Time to go to war! And so, a bloody war broke out.
You got
Just
an
like
interesting
that.
way to tell
And the winner was
mythology.
decided by a deadly game.
What kind of game?
Reminds me a lot of the
They would
YouTubers that
disguise
talk about
themselves as
mythology
hippos,
and how
ford
they
the river, and whoever gets
explain
to the other side first would win. That's what they decided.
How oddly specific.
So, for 80 years they fought. It was bloody and horrible. In the end, Horus won. Horus used a spear to cut off Set's foot and wee-wee.
Wee-wee?
I believe she is referring to a male... Wait, why are you asking me?
But Horus didn't come out of this unscathed.
I don't
During the
think it
battle,
was a question.
Horus lost his left
necessarily.
eyeball to Set. It's said that the left eye survived and traveled all over Egypt, gaining wisdom and experience. Horus had no idea that his left eye was wandering around on its own. What? Where did my eye go? Horus was totally bummed out. He went to see the god of wisdom, the moon, and time, Thoth. Damn, Set did that? That's brutal, dude. All right, I'll use my moon power to heal you up. Yay, thank you, Mr.
There's
Thoth.
something cursed about
Okay,
the
here it goes. Moon
Egyptian
healing
goddess
power.
or gods
Ring, ring,
saying
ring.
the word dude.
Thoth cast his spell and
Even
Horus's
in
eye
theory.
came zooming in. Zoom, click. Horus got his eye back. And from that day forward, his left eye had the power of the moon in it. It became the symbol of knowledge and healing, and revered as a sacred icon.
So that's the Eye of Wadjet?
Right.
And it became the Eye of Providence.
Yes.
And do you think that's why we call it the Wadjet system?
Probably, yeah.
In the end, we didn't find any new information on Renju, but I'm not too upset. This is what a criminal investigation is about. You don't always find what you're looking for.
Let's get going, Iris.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go to Marbles.